Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bronco Garage. Monster Mike here, and I've got a brand new product from James Duff, a radius arm bolt kit. That's right, it refreshes all the hardware around your radius arm, plus it's got a ton of add-ons to make sure you get it done right the first time. Let's check this out. I heard that a lot of you miss me. Oh, two of you missed me. Well, anyways, I heard some of you missed me, so I thought maybe I'd come back and do a few more videos. But I'm not really that good anymore. I'm kind of rusty, so you're gonna have to help me out, okay? All right, so I've got the radius arm bolt kit laid out in front of me, and I've actually segregated it so you can see what's included. First thing up here at the top, we've got the C-cap bolts. And as you can see, it comes with all new grade 8 hardware. Plus it has starter bolts and starter washers to not mess up the brand new paint job on your C-caps. From there, we've also got the large nuts and washers along with the safety cotter pins that attach the radius arms to the frame. It's all brand new stuff. It's not exactly Ford OEM, but it definitely gets the job done. Moving on, then you have new hardware for the shock mounts that are on your stock radius arms. And also you've got the new hardware for your lower coil retainers. So there you go, it rounds out all four of the major areas on your radius arm when you're ready to put them back in, because you don't want to use nasty old hardware. A lot of it's all messed up anyways, and quite frankly a little unsafe. But what I really like about this kit is that after you get through reading all the detailed instructions, on the back it's got some really cool add-ons, things that you should consider buying. And you can check out the instructions at dufftuff.com so you can get a better understanding of what's going on before you buy the kit. From there, that's where I want to show you some of these sweet add-ons. So one of the first add-ons, of course, one of the most important ones is, of course, C-bushings. You gotta have C-bushings, okay? And if you go to Bronco Garage, you can actually watch me show you how to install these correctly, because it's actually really easy to get it wrong. But C-bushings are a really important component to putting your radius arms back on. Now, since we're talking about C-bushings, I also want to show you C-caps. Now, you have these probably already, but do you have them in the same color as the arms that you're putting on? Well, if you're putting brand new arms on, you want them to match. James Duff now offers C-caps in their signature series Duff Blue and also Midnight Black. Check those out as well, or you can just get them in bare. Or sitting on top of your new C-caps, you're gonna have lower coil retainers. Now, you can reuse the two-piece lower coil retainers, or you can use the ones that James Duff makes. Now, the reason these are so great is not only are they zinc plated, and they have these little washouts for all the water and mud that might get inside your coil springs, but they also don't let your coil spring come apart like the lower coil spring retainers can in stock form. Yeah, they get rusty and weak and they just kind of spring apart from each other. Rounding it out, I've also got some new polyurethane bushings. James Duff offers them in black and blue, and the blue is for a limited time only, so get them while you can. You know, there is one other new thing. It's a completely separate add-on. It's like a replace or repair lower shock mount for your stock radius arm. In fact, I've got an old radius arm right here. It's pretty nasty. It's pretty much what all of you guys are dealing with. Well, this guy right here, sometimes these get, messed up or they're just missing. James Duff offers a kit that can replace those. They also offer that same kit can go and use in conjunction with your stock ones to do a dual shock mount. So there's that too. You'll notice that when you take all that hardware off, typically you're also going to be taking off the upper retainers for your coil springs. They're in poor shape. I mean, really, it's just basically a piece of strap metal with a nut holding it all together. That's what's keeping your coil spring from popping out. Probably a good idea to go ahead and replace these at the same time. It's another upgrade option that James Duff can offer you. Definitely want to consider that to round out the refresh of your front end. So this is your stock radius arm, and I'm sure some of you guys have this or worse underneath your Bronco right now. Now, sure, you can blast this down and paint it, make it look new again, but there's some areas that just aren't ever going to get any better. And this is one of the first areas I want to show you. Right there at the end on this stud that holds it to your frame, that's where it gets thin, it gets skinny, and actually starts necking down. All that rust is just taking it over, and eventually it's just going to crack off. Another thing you want to look for is scale and buildup of rust inside here. Also, how many times do you run these bolts in and out, as well as on the top? These threads can only take so much wear and tear until they finally stop working properly. Then, of course, to round it out, you've got your shock mounts. And those guys, they get bent, they get beat up, the holes get wallered out. You got all these areas of concern on this 50-year-old arm. Heck, some of them are 55 years old. You know what? You ought to just take those and put them right where you put your Chevy disc swap, in the trash. And get yourself the brand new James Duff T-Rex arms. Let me show you a few things and a few reasons why you should consider upgrading to these arms. Now, first off, this is a full bolt-on design. That's right, no welding required. Second, check out the offset. That's right, this thing can fit up to a 37-inch tire without rubbing the radius arm. How many of you have put a 33 or a 35 with a small lift? First time you go in the parking lot of a grocery store, turn sharp, that's what you hear, your tire rubbing on the radius arm. You can kiss that goodbye. Third, because of the design, it takes pivot bind completely out of the suspension, and your front end starts freeing up. So you have a much more comfortable ride going down the road. This is really a no-brainer, and if you want to take it to the next level and get the full performance package, you should really check out the Duck Tough Lift. It's one of the fastest growing in popularity, and when you combine it with the MS 2020 shock that James Duff sells, it's a no-brainer. Thanks for checking out the Bronco Garage. Next week, we're going to talk to you guys about seat caps and some of the features and offerings that you can have to go with them. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later. Man, I need to figure out how to get the dog to do this. Oh, man. That is one sweet arm. Ah, not him again.